What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jerry. Y'all, today we're going to be looking at a video from Anton. Y'all, I'm going to just say this. This is the reason why a lot of men aren't in their kids' lives. Now, this man's ex-wife cheated on him with her boss. Turned his kids against him and ruined his life. Listen to this.
Turned their back on me for their mom and their stepdad. Am I the a-hole for not letting them reconcile? I am a 58-year-old male, and I was married to my 58-year-old ex-wife Janet for 15 years. We had 2 kids.
Wait, how old did he say what he is? Hold on, wait a minute.
Letting them reconcile. I am a 58-year-old male.
58. All right, so he almost 60. Okay, all right. I'm a C student. I'm a little slow. We got to go slow here, all right?
I was married to my 58-year-old ex-wife Janet for 15 years. We had 2 kids together, a 28-year-old boy named Michael and a 22-year-old girl named Carrie. Me and their mom divorced about a decade ago. I had walked inside of my house and I found my wife and her boss inside of the bed together. I ended up doing things that ended me in jail and Jeff inside of the hospital. In me doing the...
As any rational man would, thought process is put that motherfucker in jail. Put that motherfucker in the hospital. You fucking my wife, okay? And I'm gonna fuck you up and put you in the hospital. First of all, well, let me say this. If I bought the house and had her move in my house, his ass would have been in the body bag. Now, if we bought that house together and she brought him in, he gonna get escorted out by the police after getting his ass whooped. And this isn't by any means violence or anything. I just said a body bag in a damn. I didn't say how he was going up in a body bag or end up in handcuffs or his ass whooped. I never said I'll be the one doing it. But he's gonna end up with some bruises, and I'm probably gonna get a sentence. But she gonna be up out of that motherfucking house though. If he came in my house and I bought the house by myself, she wasn't nowhere to be found. Oh, he leaving about the house and her ass is going with him too.
Those actions, my wife at the time tried to defend her affair partner, and she ended up taking some blows as well. While I was...
So not only did you cheat, but you tried to take her for this motherfucker? Oh, hell no. Nope.
In jail, my wife had put out a protective custody against me. Here's the thing. She wouldn't have had any damage if she didn't get in the way. I was just going after the man, her boss, and she tried to defend him. And it didn't work. My mom ended up bailing me out of jail, and over that next year, I lost everything. I lost my wife. I lost my job. I lost my dignity. I had to move back in with my mom. We ended up going into a custody battle, and I lost.
All right, let's stop there. This is a lot to take in. All right, 58, which means he's had a lot of time to live with this. You walk in, you catch your chick busting down her boss. Your boss or her boss?
No. Let's rephrase that. She getting bust down by her boss. Let's chin check that shit now.
Either way, the boss. And she defended him, which means that she was getting bust down inside of your crib, and then you went off and attacked him. And I'm assuming that's just pure rage and emotion, because I guess I always believe that you hold the woman accountable, you don't hold the guy accountable. Even though I don't believe in talking to wives, you know what I'm saying? You kind of...
I'm gonna say this. Knowing me and knowing the amount of guns I want to have, it would have probably that shit would have ended left. It would have probably involved the firearm. I'm not even gonna lie about that, because knowing my temper, I already know. I already know when I get mad, I'm crazy as hell. I already know that. But you add a situation like this with me, I don't know if I'll be able to control myself to the point where I wouldn't eventually either beat the shit out of him or pull something on him. I'm gonna be honest with you. Knowing the way I am, I already know that I'm a very reactive person. I have to keep myself under control because I know if I lose my shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. But if you involve a situation like this, I don't know if I'll be able to control myself like some guys can. I'm gonna just be honest with you, because I know me the way I am. I'm a teddy bear, but then will you fucking piss me the fuck off? I don't think I can control that. I'm gonna just be honest with you, and I'm not saying I'm a violent person. I just be smacking motherfuckers upside the head, and that ain't me. But a situation like this, I don't know if I'll be able to handle this.
To keep wives out of the mix, that's just something that I was always taught since I was a kid. But the game is the game. You gotta hold the chick accountable. Either way, don't ever put yourself in a position to have to go to jail, because then that just messes up everything for you in the future, and it gives them more validity to go after you or accuse you of being abusive and leveraging that in order to make sure that they can get the kids or to get the most favorable outcome from the divorce. Either way, it's all bad for men. It's all bad once a chick decides, if she decides, to ever go down that dark path. All bad. Let's hear the rest of the story.
Under the pretense that my kids thought that the reason my wife ran to another man was because I was doing what ended up happening to her consistently. Here's the thing, the only reason I did that was because I found her in bed with another man. So it's like the catch-22, and they wouldn't listen to me telling, hey, I am not abusive towards your mother. This was a situation that you know what? I'm not even going back into it. Just know my kids did not come with me during the custody loss battle.
Which is one of the reasons why men want to change family court laws. I am definitely going to put a link back to the content creator just to make sure that we give them credit. But let's continue.
Apparently, the court system thought that a middle-aged guy living with his mom is not going to be able to take care of two kids. So I didn't even get 50-50 custody. Things were bad. But it wasn't even as bad it was going to get. She ended up marrying Jeff. Jesus. So not only did I have to see the dude, and she had a protective custody, I couldn't even take care of my kids because they were getting raised by the affair partner. So all of the lies that they can tell my kids will go straight to my kids.
That would break me. I ain't even gonna cap. That would absolutely break me. That not only is he busting down your chick, but he also parenting your kids, probably disciplining your kids. Tell them to go into their room. Your kids could possibly be hearing him busting down your ex-chick. Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. Crash out wouldn't even define what I would probably be. I ain't even gonna lie to you about it. I wouldn't just crash out. It'd be a whole. It'd be everything in a damn handbasket. Knowing the way I am, knowing my personality, knowing when I get mad, I can control it to a certain extent. But the fact of the matter is that you got a protective order on on me, so I can't even see my fucking kids. You married this motherfucker. You got my kids living in the house with this motherfucker and him disciplining my kids. And you spinning stories about me behind my back to my kids about me, about some shit that you fucking did and caused upon all of this. I don't, bruh. And then my kids come to me 10 years later saying I want to reconcile And then that funky asshole then spun all them damn lies. And not, oh, hell no. I would disappear without a fucking trace. Bruh, hell no. I couldn't handle this situation. Knowing me, I know what it's gonna be. I'ma beat the shit out of that dude. That bitch getting her fucking clothes and getting the fuck out. I don't give a damn. You got 10 damn seconds to get the fuck out my house before something getting lit up in this bitch. Is what I'ma say. And it ain't even me trying to say I'm a violent ass person. That level of fucking boy, you know what? I couldn't do it. Let's just say Jesus will have to come down and bless him, and that's all I'm saying.
That would break a man. Absolutely break a man. And you couldn't get no custody, and you can't see your kids, and you had to go to jail and get bailed out by your mom and move back into your mom's crib.
And I ended up getting custody taken away because I actively went at the dude again the very next time I saw him with my wife, ex-wife, and kids. I had to legit watch that douche play house with my family. Not only did he take away my wife, he took my children.
I swear, I would disappear. I would move out of the state. Away. I would move away. I would stay far the fuck away. I would disappear like a ghost. I would have to. Because for me, it's the fact that the fact for me is that funky asshole fucking did that shit to this man. And she knew. She knew what she was doing. And then the fact that you fucking married this dude and made it known and play it in my motherfucking face, boy. I would see fucking red. You wanna make me out to be a fucking monster? You gonna see a demon. I'm not even playing. This kind of shit right here is this is why I'm afraid to get married, because if this shit happened to me and I saw a nigga playing in my goddamn face, boy, Lord forgive me for saying it, but if a motherfucker playing in my motherfucking face, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have to disappear, because I would search high and low for that fruggly bastard, and I would beat the shit out of him. I would have to beat the fuck out of him. I will make sure your ass. I'm trying not to get banned, but I'm trying not to get the video flagged. But I will see red. I'm not even playing.
You're to death, bro. He beat you in life. He literally beat you in life. He took everything that you had and he made it his own. He broke you. And he was a step crash dummy.
Tried to make as many phone calls or get them to come over my house as many times as possible, but my kids just straight up refused. They wouldn't take any calls. They wouldn't come over. They wouldn't even see grandma, my mom, because they thought that she was a despicable individual for putting up with me, even though I didn't do nothing wrong. That's when the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. I get a letter and my mom is already in tears. I'm asking her, what's going on? What's happening? She just throws the paper down and goes into the room. I'm like, Mama, what's up? On the paper, my kids wrote me an official letter asking, darn near begging, for me to give up my custody rights so that Jeff can adopt them and they can have a real father they can be proud of.
Nope. I'm gonna have to walk away. Ooh, you son of a bitch. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Ooh. 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 Yep, I would disappear. I would have gave him my rights. Nope. Nope. Ooh, boy. Shit.
I was shocked.
That's crazy.
What was this shit? I had refused as long as I could.
He about to break down right now as a 58.
And then my mother ended up passing away.
Life is just.
And when I saw there was nobody at the funeral but me and her loved ones, my kids didn't even come, I knew that they was not my kids. They was not family. And that little glimpse of attachment that I had towards individuals that I was the sperm donor for, it was gone.
So he lost his kids and his mom. So you lost your wife, your kids, your mom, your livelihood, your dignity. You lost everything. I would have been a cold-hearted individual. I would have been cold-hearted. I wouldn't have gave a fuck about nothing. I wouldn't have cared about nothing. I wouldn't have cared about nobody. I wouldn't have cared, period. This man lost everything. And you're telling me that I'm supposed to feel sorry for the woman? How many men have gone through something like this and have not self-deleted? This is an evil fucking world we live in. That's not even me on no future shit. This is an evil fucking world. And this man lost everything.
My son was 17 and my daughter was 15 at the time. They wasn't kids. They wasn't young enough to not know what was going on. They made an active decision and chose not to show up. My mother loved them kids with all their heart, with all of her heart. And she was devastated that I had lost them because that meant she lost them too. And in her last couple of years,
he been holding on to this for a long time.
I thought there was a glimpse.
You're 58 years old. You've been holding on to it. And Nate 20-something, almost 30 years old now, like he said in the beginning. He been holding this in for a long time. And I get it. I can't say that he shouldn't or discount his feelings for holding it in because this is some pretty dramatic stuff. He been holding this in for a while. He just not getting it out. I'm assuming.
Hope. But when that hope never came, I knew it was just over. After the funeral, like a week later, I had called Janet letting her know that I signed. I gave up my rights. And on the exact same day I buried my mom,
she broke in.
I pretty much buried my kids too. It has been 7 years of no contact since that day. No attempt, no look, no happy birthday, no Father's Day, no Christmas, no nothing. No type of information from these kids. I have built myself up since then. I got a better job, a new...
They're not even kids no more. These people. They're not even your kids. These are individuals that you don't know. They're not even your kids no more. They're just people. They're not your kids. They're nothing to you. They died that day that your wife cheated. And it's hard for me to even say that because I want kids. But they died when your wife left you. That's when all of this happened. You may have had them with your ex-wife, but that woman is no longer your ex-wife. That woman is technically dead to you. That woman and those children are dead to you. They do not exist to you no more. I would go no contact. You wouldn't have been able to find me. Government records, yeah, you could have found me, but I would have just changed my name, my entire person. You would have never fucking seen me again. And that goes for the kids and the woman. I wouldn't have been me no more. No. I'm sorry.
Newer home, and I am really in the mindset of just being perfectly content with who I am. I haven't given those kids a thought in years. That was until a couple days ago when I had got a message from Michael saying that him and Carrie wanted to talk to me. I had blocked him and moved on my day. Then I got a message from Carrie. I blocked that message too. They tried to call me and I wasn't answering. But then they showed up at my home. And that right there is the bad thing about small towns, because everybody know where you live, especially when you go to the grocery store and talk to people. That's why I had to be like, I got to stop talking to motherfuckers. When they showed up at my house, I told them both to leave. They both tried to apologize. And I told them Washingtons, which is Jeff's last name, aren't welcome on this.
I'm assuming that the ex-chick, your ex-wife, is still with Jeff Washington. It's insane. I'm on the fence about this one, man. I'm completely on the fence. Cause I just could never put myself in his shoes. Usually I always have an opinion or I have my perspective based off of how I see life and the culture and my own lived experiences combined with what it is that I see happening. I don't know if it's a right or wrong answer. I can't blame the dude by saying, hey man, you shouldn't block them because the kids are the ones that pay for the sins of their parents. And the mother actively apparently turned them against him. And then they made a decision for all of these years to basically disown him as a father and wrote a letter to him and saying that we don't want you as our dad anymore. And so in order for him to even have some semblance of peace, and that came right after he buried his mother, he basically had to disown, and he gave them what they wanted, including what the mother wanted, and for them to basically give up parental rights and for him to be able to adopt them. So he's actively not their father anymore, basically. If he gives up, he's basically a sperm donor. You know what I'm saying? And so if he gives up his rights to those kids, then I can't really blame him for saying, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this anymore because it's caused me too much pain, heartache. And again, nobody has ever held the woman accountable because I know that the women that's watching this will say, well, he should have fought harder. No, come on, man. She was Come on, stop. At no point is any of this his fault for her doing some of the most egregious things that she's ever done that a person can do, including taking a man's kids and getting bust down by the boss. I can't blame him. I honestly can't blame him. I can't sit here and say, no, you should. I can't say that. Not in this instance, I can't.
It's property. Y'all gotta go. They tried to continuously talk to me about a situation. I said, no, I'm calling the police. That's when they actually turned around and started to leave. And I felt a big lump of relief inside of my chest. I haven't talked to him since, but ever since then, I've talked to friends and coworkers about the situation. Honestly, and they say that I am the a-hole. They say that I am wrong. No. My kid.
How the fuck? Whoa. How the fuck are you the asshole for this shit? The woman that left him and turned the kids against him, those are the assholes. No, I'm not an asshole. I'm writing this. Fuck that.
Kids, after a long years of misinformation being thrown around, trying to reconcile with me, trying to be there with me. And I am actively putting up a boundary that is going to lead me to pass away alone. And I was like, I'm not alone, I got y'all. And they said, nah, no. If you go to the hospital, I'm a coworker. I still got to go to work.
Facts.
If anything, I'm not even going to send you any of my off days that I have saved up because I want to use them in my retirement. We ain't that close enough friends. You need to be there for your kids.
I don't know about that, though.
Love your kids. And I was sitting there like, maybe this lady tripping, but maybe...
I don't know about that. I mean, I feel them and saying that, listen, we ain't cool enough for me to be giving you my PTO if something happened to you. They just giving them the real. Those are the type of people that you need around you that's going to tell you the truth. The flip side, I can't sit there and say that he need to be going over. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is one of those things where it ain't no right answer. It just depends on what mindset you in and where you are in your peace journey or whatever. I can't sit there and say.
I know the right answer. Nope. Get off my fucking lawn. Leave me to my own devices. I'm dead to you. Don't contact me. Don't come around me. Don't nothing. I'm not your father. The motherfucker that your mother is with, that's your father. I'm not your father. I don't have any relationship with you. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. Please leave. The one that your mother is with is your father. The one that you are adopted by is your father. I am no longer responsible for you. I am a stranger to you. I'm the next nigga. I'm the nigga that's next to you that you don't even fucking know. I don't have any accomplishments with you. I don't have anything with you. I am not your father. Please leave me alone. That's the real answer. Leave me alone. You have no right to be here.
Say that all of this man has been through, that he's unjustified in making a decision. I can't say that. I just can't. Nope. I can't say it.
Maybe I am wrong. So, am I the a-hole for not forgiving my kids? Or should I lower the amount of boundaries that I have so that going into my 60s, I'm not going to be alone and I can genuinely trust people in my older age? Because no, I don't want to be inside of my house that I've worked for and pass away in the bathroom with nobody knowing, and I'm in there for like 6 or 7 days or 2 weeks until the landlord or the property manager is like, let me go check on this because this man...
I don't really care. I'm gone, so it don't really make me no difference. I can't.
Exactly. I'm dead. If I'm gone and you weren't there with me, you don't need to know me. I know I sound harsh. I know I do. I know I sound like an asshole. I know. But you can't help but feel that type of way will you have a situation like this staring at you in your face? A situation like that is that right there is something I don't think any man will be able to handle. I don't think anybody will be able to handle that situation. Any man that's out here providing, protecting for his family, I don't think any man would feel that his family got taken by the wife and the ex, well, the wife and the affair partner. I don't think any man will be okay with a situation like that. You come to my house now, you want to ask me for advice? I don't think any man would be okay with that. And the fact that they came over there all willy nilly and just didn't give a fuck about this man. I can't. Absolutely not. I know you're supposed to love your kids through thick and thin, but at some point in time, we gotta have an honest conversation about children. These kids grew up without their father in their life because of their mother in a lie. Now they're expecting this man to come back into their lives like nothing happened. After the hell that, I'm sorry. I don't think any man would be okay with going back to this situation like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's me and that anger that's built up or maybe it's me and that anger that's built up, or maybe me and the ability to not be able to control my thought process on stuff like this. But I want to know from the guys. I really do want to know from the guys. What would y'all do in a situation like this? And I want the men to genuinely answer this question, because maybe I'm young and maybe I'm immature and maybe I haven't been throughout life. But what would you guys actually do about this? Because for me, it's more the fact of no. Well, anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, support.com. I'll catch you guys later. Yeah. Later, guys.